Have you ever looked in the mirror and realized the person staring back is a complete stranger? That's exactly what happened to me 3 years ago. I was 32. I had the perfect Instagram picture. A prestigious corporate job, an apartment with panoramic windows, a car I bought on credit just to impress people I didn't even like. Everyone said I was successful. But nobody knew that every morning I sat on the edge of my bed for at least 20 minutes, just trying to find a reason to get up. I lived on autopilot. Coffee, traffic jams, meetings, spreadsheets, fake smiles, more traffic jams, sleep. And repeat. I thought this was adult life. That everyone lived this way, just nobody talked about it. Until that one Tuesday. It was an important presentation. The board of directors, investors, the stakes were incredibly high. I was standing by the screen, holding the clicker, and suddenly, the words just vanished. I looked at the profit growth charts, and they seemed completely meaningless to me. My chest tightened. It felt like all the air had been sucked out of the room. A panic attack. Right in the middle of the most important event of my career. I remember walking out of the meeting room, leaving my laptop behind, taking the elevator down, getting into my car, and just driving. I didn't answer any calls. I drove aimlessly until I ran out of gas. It happened somewhere outside the city, near an old gas station that looked like it was stuck in the 90s. While waiting for the tow truck, I walked into a roadside diner. There was only one customer, an older man in a worn-out sweater, drinking tea and looking out the window. I sat at the next table, broken, devastated, realizing I had just ruined my life. He looked at me and suddenly said, "You look like you just jumped off a train heading straight for a cliff." I laughed, even though I wanted to cry. We started talking. His name was Peter. He told me that he used to chase money too, lost his family and health because of it, and then realized one simple truth. We spend our lives buying things we don't need, with money we don't have, to impress people who don't care about us. That conversation was my cold shower. The next day, I handed in my resignation. I sold the car, paid off my loans, gave up my fancy apartment, and moved into a small house in the suburbs. My friends thought I was crazy. My parents were in shock. They thought I had lost my mind. But for the first time in 10 years, I could breathe deeply. I started doing what I loved as a kid, working with my hands. I got a job as an apprentice in a carpentry workshop. The first few months were tough. My hands were covered in blisters, my back ached, and I barely had enough money for basic needs. But when I built my first table with my own hands, just a simple wooden table, I felt a sense of pride I had never felt after closing any million-dollar deal. 3 years have passed. I didn't become a millionaire. I don't have designer clothes or the latest smartphone. But I have my own small workshop. I wake up at 6 in the morning without an alarm because I actually want to go to work. I smell fresh wood, drink coffee on the porch, and listen to the birds instead of car horns. I realize the most important thing. Success isn't about the numbers in your bank account. Success is falling asleep with peace in your soul. It's having the time to watch the sunset. It's being honest with yourself. Maybe some of you are listening to this right now, sitting in an office, or in a traffic jam, feeling the exact same emptiness I felt. I'm not telling you to drop everything right this second. But I am asking you to ask yourself. Whose life are you living? Yours, or the one forced upon you? Life is too short to be miserable. Don't be afraid to start from scratch. Starting from zero isn't scary. What's scary is reaching the end and realizing you never even started living.